go up a non-equal way, we have to make our true or false still anything. Now that goes in the land of paradise that many people would love to freedom in the armories and all these. And this is called the listening pony because when we go outside, we're going to make a few stops along the way. And those stops will remind you of the blessed times. Now please come out with me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a wonderful kingdom on the second time. You know, with the person from the Red Robin's book posting. We're going to have her sit in the bathtub and sing these wonderful, wonderful songs. And the person from Harry Potter will also be here with Stealing the Golden and sing with it in fun. Okay? So we're going to stop here because I want to show you the shed area. This shed is built for cone. Because the cone is freedom in here, doesn't mean that there's nothing to be afraid of. Now, before we come inside, I just want to tell you one thing. This shed is a shed that doesn't stock cone. This shed, no. This shed is a cone that sells cone. Because there's two people in here. There's a gardener and a Kubadot. Now, the Kubadot is built for many generations to come. So why don't we come in here, follow me please. And this is the shed. Now, there's many things that come in, see, everybody, that's chewing. Now, there's some conies in there. Now, I wouldn't expect you to go in here because there's a bit of poisonous bugs in there, see, two little ants that they're swallows. And the bugs actually help make the cone. Because as we were talking about right now, the bugs have a stalk job. And the stalk job has a little remembrance of where I had been in India, in Jok. So this is part of my travels in India. So in Jamaica, they climb all the way up with that ladder to go up to the north area. Because the person, I'd say, didn't have much stuffed animals. And they were taking the cone after the stuffed animals out of it. So this building will remind you a bit of the olden times, making yourself a short list of money remembrances. But in 15 minutes, you're going to be on fun. So this is the shed where it makes the grind home, but that's not the only thing. Now, this tree here also helps grind home with the basic commercial families. Now, the leaves on this tree are a bit of a hold-up because when you're swallowing and swore around the tree, you look at the Llewellyn round, which means the Llewellyn round when these leaves are powered just for stone making. The stone making has to go into the branches. So the branches grind all those materials up and it makes a stock. So when people want to go to northern Italy making polenta lasagne or some other Italian polenta dishes, they get cone out of polenta. They make the own invention of cone inside a tree. So when the tree people come here, the people who grow the tree when it's falling down after a hailstone, they take all this coville and just plop it right on the ground, and then when people come, they get the cone off the leaf. So there's a few rows up here. Look, if you can look high into the tree, there's two rows. They make annoying sounds, but they're very beautiful. They're going little everything. They look scary, but they're even really nice. And those bolts help make the cones both stock coning uselessly. So, there's many generations, okay? Now, if there was too much leaves, this is another tree. But instead of making cones, it makes Colita businesses. Now, this tree is not a very local tree, because it has crab apples. Now, usually the crab apples aren't this many, and if you just pick these crab apples, you would pick them when you come here. And make a little tomato soup, mini tomato soup out of these cornmeals. Now, the cornmeals are actually red. If I pick these two little chickpea tomatoes off the branch, these two do not hold together, so they break apart. Now, my hands are a bit messy. So, these tomatoes drop onto the floor, and they hide into the ground. So, if you go to this tree, it'll talk to you all about polenta cornmeal. And then that is used to make noted Italian dishes with polenta. Okay? So, let's come inside for a second because I want to show you what our list is like before we build the Anacani joint. Okay? So, let's come in and I want to give you a little tip. Because this celebration is celebrated on Sunday. It's a celebration that happens worldwide. So I'm going to show you my list. This is my local list. Now, it's a list that has a lot of things you need to pick. So, if we were out in Jamaica or India right now, we would be picking corn leaves. So I labeled some numbers on my whiteboard, and this is 1. Okay, this is number 1. I'll read them to you. Number 1, cone leaves. Number 2, cornmeal stalk leaves. Number 3, cornmeal kale leaves. Number 4, parsley made cone leaves. And number 5, cornmeal, kale, parsley, olive oil, seed stock, and also sesame and sunflower seeds. So, that's basically the list. I want to warn you a few things before Hibimiana Connie joins us. So, this list is just a little reminder of where you can go outside. So, let's experience those adventures by picking some of the best leaves and singing some songs and making our teepee dish. So would you please line up because that list is really important. So why don't you come back outside? Okay? So please come. Okay? You've been beyond the Connie. Nice to see you. We're here officially on a wonderful day. Okay? So, you've been beyond the Connie. What are some wonderful songs you want to everybody? I know you do the cornmeal Kungays because I want to sing to a wonderful song. Okay? It has to do with your story right now. Okay? Naputilje, naputilje, naputilje d'oro, natudilje, natudilje, natudilje du, nano planino, la sui panino, laputel, laputel, laplutegnore, naturo, 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 lunga, 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 la, ta, ta, aputilja, tu, apulil, la punella, plenta, no blatti, dolbatti, do. Oh, blatti, dolbatti, tilja. Mamma plute, nanjola plute, niva niflato belle. Manidam handoletto blu, manindo la tutte mando. Lady slamar, yadi slamar, ladi slamar, yanese. Lano slamar, rapo, marasoma, lambutel, laputel, apliano, parani, aplando del do, not for the romance. Okay, so now we experience that. So let's come back over. Let's come back over here to a leaf. So as I said earlier, this tree was really fun. So I'm going to pick off some leaves. So we're going to pick off some leaves. Just a few. Because we need to do something with that inside. Okay. So let me pick off a few more. Because that's what you would do, the cone-making tree. And we have to go inside and come out here and make something with these leaves. So this is a sheep equivalent design. This is something I didn't come up with, but someone else told me how to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just nail the leaves into old leaf piles. So that's about all I need for this. So I have about 10 pounds of leaves on this tree that I've grown in my own garden. So I need the rest of the leaves, and it'll make about 5 coats to coat with Belinda. So we're going to make putting the seed stalks and malungas inside. So Libin Bionic Honey is going to come with us as we enter the minting round with it. So we need to get some cone stocking off the head. So we have the leaves. We'll come back out here to get another load. But for right now, I have some great experiences to do inside the leaves. I want to show you. So hold up the rest leaf in your hand, and then come inside and make the design. So this is the designally potted area. So what I'm going to do is put the leaves on. There's a cobweb. Put the leaves on the table. Then I need to do the wonderful kunge of Mandina Stileria. So Liebe Biane Connie, why don't you sing the song for this design? Lenos Lani, Lenos Prani, Modeno, 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 Modeno. Okay, so that's the song. Right? Yes, it is right. Okay, so that is it because I have a few things to show you. Liebe Biane Connie, do tell this if you want to sign what we just did, please. Okay, so this is a stencil very nicely, okay? So we're going to come back outside and we're going to fill the stencil with some good ingredients because this is our last delivery load. But we have a lot to still finish up, so please come this way. The leaves are very aristocracy because they come from a good tree. Now, I can tell you a secret because the good tree actually been working nicely. So this is our tree we want to pick from. So the leaves have to do some wonderful theories. You set it down and pick the leaves, and then you set it down again and pick the leaves. Because this is, you want to go all the way to the shed. So that's about all I need for this. So come with me. So we have to separate this before we move on to our other opportunities outside. So let me separate it. My hands are dirty. I'll wash them inside if I can, the most of hope. I have the leaves. Shake off the excess. Get as many as you can. These leaves are properly derelict. So just put some some leaves on there. Now, this cornmeal we're making comes from the belly of the pig. Now, the belly of the pig is good and healthy. Small, green, and healthy. And if you were learning about the ecosystem, you know that the ecosystem has non-living and living things. And this is one of our small parts of it that we're doing a corn stalk. So, we have to walk around, and we have one more song for Libamiani Connie, and then we'll go in and count our detectives. Manos play, lunes pleno, la mela, la lunes lito. So, that's all we need for that. Okay? So then we have to come in and count all these detectives. Before we do one more thing, just come in with me. We have to go and walking well after mastery. So it's one satisfactory. So we want to give it a civil hospitality here. Not a pavilion, a convivial. So what we're going to do is we have 2 checkmarks crossed off. 1, 2. I had my Libambi Anakani and my nephew friend Joseph Miller Moktaza. So that's what we're going to do. So our detectives are counting. So now I want to give you a little reminder. If you do these stencils, Libambi Anakani, so you're going to have a stencil dish for you on this table before we stop. So, stencilly, I'm using stencils. I have stencils on the brain. Stencilly, I what I made up. Presumably, I have stencils. And the Bibiana Connie's going to help me with this one. And the paintings though too. So I'm just going to put all my no, not all my stencils, just a few. So what do you think you would get as a cone stuff? Which stencil would you pick first? Jan, what would you pick? Oh, I do agree with you. So this comes in the walls and stays there for about 1 second. Okay. Now you can see how golden that is. Okay, let's get another one. What do you think a cone stalk tail leaf is made from? Yes, Sonata. Yes, you're right. A cathedral pink. Quiet dusty pink goes on for about 1 second, and it's off. What do you think about next? So what do you think a sesame and sunflower leaf is made from? Grinotodon, Bodombro. Okay, Grinotodon, Bodombro is right. This goes here for about 1 second and stays there. So that's about what we can do for a wonderful adventure. Okay? And these pillars will help you. So all we need to do now is put them on That's a long name, isn't it? It's a stuttery name, so you have to agree it. Okay, so we have to do this. We have to put it on on the pillow. So let's do that. And then our display area is over here. And then we make more of those for tomorrow evening party. So that is the adventure of just one part and one small part of a cone going process. So until I see you when you watch again, I'm Julie Eskinwall, and I am Libambi Anagani. Wound!